These are the top 3 things a dismissive avoidant romantic partner says in a relationship. I'm Jess, a relationship expert who's been studying personality and attachment for over 10 years. A quick note on dismissive avoidance. They grew up in environments where relying on themselves felt safer than relying on others, so closeness can trigger discomfort. They're not bad people. They're people who protect themselves by pulling back, downplaying emotions, and keeping people at a distance. Once you understand that, their behavior starts making a lot more sense. So here are the top 3 things they say in relationships. Number 1, you're overreacting. Avoidants say this when they feel emotionally overwhelmed. They minimize your feelings because they can't handle them. And they also can't handle what your feelings might stir up in themselves. For an avoidant, emotional intensity equals danger. And the fastest escape can be to label your emotions as an exaggeration. And just to be clear, every emotion is valid. Not everything we think and believe is true, but everything we feel should be accepted and not judged. So if an avoidant says this to you, it's about them not having the regulation skills to stay present with bigger emotions. They shrink the moment so they can shrink the discomfort. Number 2, I just need some space. Space is how avoidants self-soothe, not necessarily because you did something wrong. It's often that they need space because closeness sets off their internal alarm bells. When the relationship feels too real, too intimate, they pull back to regain control of their emotions. And the problem is that anxious partners interpret this as abandonment, which creates the classic pursue-withdraw cycle. Number 3, I don't understand. Avoidants use this phrase when emotional conversations feel overwhelming or unclear. It's generally not that they can't understand you, although in some cases it actually can be that. It's more likely to be that emotional nuance feels confusing and unsafe to their nervous system. When feelings enter the conversation, their brain switches into logic mode, because logic feels controllable and emotions do not. So I don't understand becomes a way for them to distance themselves from the emotional intensity and keep the interaction on ground they know how to manage. And for an anxiously attached partner, these phrases feel personal, but they're really about the avoidance capacity, not your worth. Understanding these patterns helps you respond with clarity instead of panic, and it also helps you to stop taking responsibility for someone else's discomfort.